Alright guys, it's Brent with Tools, and welcome back, video 3. As you can see, if you watched the last video where we were at, as you can see, I finished TSI, I finished relevancy. As you can see, we are 0% relevant for these keywords, okay? Going back, we do not have these keywords in our listings, we do not have these keywords in our backend, description, keywords, subject matter, etc., nowhere to be seen. And Seller Tools is the only tool out there that queries Amazon and says, hey, Amazon, how relevant is walkie-talkies to this ASIN, this 9X ASIN? How relevant is walkie-talkie with a Y relevant to this ASIN? And Amazon says you are 0% relevant, right? That's super powerful, right? So one, not only are we not indexed, but two, we're also not relevant whatsoever. Okay, so now it's about making ourselves more relevant for these keywords. Okay, now before we jump into that, let's talk about keyword decisions. The bell has already gone off and new keyword suggestions available. So a couple of things that just happened while we were away from each other, essentially, which is one, it checks the index for this particular product. As you can see, we're not indexed. Two, it checked the relevancy for this product automatically for us. Three, it found us more keyword suggestions. Now, these three things are so powerful that Seller Tools does for us. Every day it checks relevancy for us. So if you begin to drop in relevancy, you'll notice. If you become de-indexed for a keyword, like, stop checking the index by hand. What a waste of time. Like, Seller Tools checks your index status every single day. So I would go in, as to run my businesses, I'd go in here and go into where am I going? I'm going to indexed. There we go. Indexed, not indexed. There we go. So as you can see, all three are not indexed, and if I really wanted to, I could do index. As you can see, I'm not indexed at all. So I'm gonna go back to all. So instantly, you can train your VAs. You can do it yourself. You can instantly see the keywords that you're not indexed for and solve those issues. But don't worry, we'll dive into that in terms of how to solve those issues. But first, let's jump into keyword suggestions. This is one of the another thing that Seller Tools does automatically. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and take your keywords and go get you more keywords based upon what's in the system. Okay, and this is where we're going to deep dive into decisions. All right, so when I click on here, it's going to load up a bunch of keywords. So this was just a couple minutes ago when I punched in walkie-talkie. So Seller Tools has already generated those items very quickly for us. And as you can see, they're all red, unindexed, because we have no listing. So everything is going to be red. Now, if I had a slightly built out listing, I would be indexed for some of the keywords, therefore they would be blue. But since I have 0 keywords in my listing, going back up here, as you can see, this is my information right here. Yeah, I have nothing. I'm not indexed for anything. That's why they're all red. Now, how the decision tree and manager works. Unlike other tools where you download a list of keywords from source A, download a list of keywords from source B, you put them together, you deduplicate them, and you go line by line to see, do I like this? Do I like this phrase? Do I like this phrase? Do I like this phrase? And then you delete line by line. I used to do that, right? We would redo all of our listings every 6 months in order to find new phrases or new words we've never seen before. Okay, Seller Tools does this automatically for you. That's what's so freaking cool. So this is how it works. You put your mouse over one of the keywords. So this is a half a watt walkie-talkie. So we've already approved walkie and talkie, okay, because it is part of our master keyword. So over previous decisions, as you can see, there's a couple of them that are already approved. Okay, those are the ones we've already made decisions on, which is walkie and talkie. Okay, so I put this over here. The decision I'm making is the word right in front of us, a half a watt. All right, let's just say my walkie-talkie is or is not, but let's just say I like that keyword. I'm gonna move it over to the left. Meaning, if Seller Tools 6 months from now, 2 years from now, find us a brand new keyword phrase we've never seen before. Let's just say it's half a watt walkie-talkie, I don't know, for babies. Let's say we've never seen the word baby before. It's going to automatically approve the half a watt. okay? So, or another instance, let's just say tomorrow it finds walkie-talkie 0.5 watt at the end of the keyword. It would automatically approve it since it meets our requirements that I approve talkie, I approve walkie, I approve half a watt, okay? Because we approved half a watt in front of the walkie-talkie, okay? Hopefully that makes sense. So if SellTools finds the opposite of it, walkie-talkie half a watt, SellTools will automatically approve it and add it to your list. So the power of it is you only have to make the decision once at the word level. So once you see the word pink, once you see the word red, and you make a decision, yes to yes, we will never bug you about the word red again. Okay, this is so powerful because once you make your decisions, 6 months from now, you could paste in 10,000 phrases, and 9,000 of them may already be on your radar, and we won't even bug you with those. We'll only bug you with the ones you've never seen before. So I'm gonna go through and keep going through my decisions. So do I like this? 1 walkie-talkies, 1 pin, 1 mile range, 1 walkie-talkie. So I like the word 1. So again, I'm approving the word 1. Do I like the number 1 in my listing? I'm gonna say yes. Okay, let's go down further for some a little bit better examples here. Some that has a lot more. Okay, let's just say it's brand name Motorola. Again, you're approving or disapproving the word Motorola. You're not disapproving each one of these words. So walkie-talkie you've already approved. Pink, you haven't even made the decision yet. It's down in the P's. But Motorola here is you're making the decision. So I don't like this word. I don't like the word because it's a brand. Okay, so I'm just go back up to the top. As you can see, Motorola. So what this does, whenever it finds a phrase that has the word Motorola in it, like this one, or walkie-talkie Motorola, walkie-talkie 3-pack Motorola, it's going to automatically archive all of these phrases, okay? Don't worry about pink. Don't worry about 6. It's just the full phrase. It will not create a rule for 6 or for pink. The power of this is if we find more keywords that have the word Motorola in it, then we'll automatically archive it for you and never show it to you. Okay, so in the beginning, SellTools is going to pop up with a bunch of these decisions to make. Okay, so right now we have 392 words or decisions to make. Of that, that's probably 1,200 actual keyword phrases that's made up. So for instance, I'm just going to honestly approve all these to the left, and then I'm going to disapprove just Motorola for the sake of brevity of this video, and then I'm going to hit finish. Okay, it's going to go ahead and begin to save those keywords, all those keywords, and in a moment we're going to see them pop up in our account, and then it's going to begin to check, of course, index checking. It's going to begin to check relevancy, or ranking for all of them. It's going to recreate the TSI. Everything's going to be in front of us, so we're going to have a really good idea of which keyword is more important than the others. As you can see, there it goes. So if you remember, we had, was it 385 word decisions, which in reality is 683 phrases. So we just cut down on the time of do we have to go by phrase by phrase by phrase to see if we like those phrases or not. We did them at the word level. So the next time if I punch in another 700 phrases and a lot of them seem to match, those will automatically be approved, which you'll see in a moment when we start stealing competitors' keywords. All right. So long and short, that's how we begin to build out our listing. What we want to do is put as many keywords, phrases into SellTools as possible and make as many keyword decisions as possible, because in the future, it's going to cut down on the time we spend on each one of our listings. Okay. The most amount of time we spend is building a listing in the beginning. You guys know this. Like doing all your keyword research takes time. What this does is it front loads all the work to the beginning. So in 6 months, a year from now, or even a week from now, when you need to rebuild your listing again, you only will work on words that you've never seen before. So hopefully this makes sense. I mean, this is the first step into keyword decision making and how powerful it is. So if I jump over to archived, as you can see, going to be all my Motorola keywords right here. So there's a total of 20 of them. Let's just make up one really quick. So if I do this, steal this out really quick, and what I'm going to do is, just to show you, I'm going to add another keyword in. So I'm going to click add keyword, and it's going to pop up the box here. I'm going to do add keyword manually, and I'm just going to make up a keyword. Let's just say it's whatever that one is. Okay, and what is that, 400 million or something? Walkie-talkie Motorola 400 million. So I'm going to hit next. Okay. Since I've already made decisions based upon everything, it knows that I don't like the word Motorola. Okay, so it matches, as you can see, it matches my previous decision. There was one keyword that matches my previous decision. Therefore, I'm not going to be bugged. Okay, so then I hit finish, go back to archived, and my big long one right down there is there. Okay, let's go just a little bit more extreme. We'll go back and add a ton more. Let's just say you were stealing your competitors' keywords for a Motorola walkie-talkie, and it was something like this. Okay, I just want to show you. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and let's just say this is 10,000 long. Since it already matched our previous decision, Motorola, guess how many times we're going to be bugged, right? So as you can see, previous decision is 6, and matches 6 of the previous decisions. So it's going ahead and archive those. So it says, look, we matched your decisions. We notice that it matches, therefore we're going to archive them. We're not going to bug you and have you make any decision whatsoever. As you can see, it already archived. So you guys can kind of see how powerful this is, especially when you just start loading in all your competitors' ASINs and doing reverse ASINs and last searches and plugging everything in. It makes it very, very simple to stay organized and have seller tools do the work for you. And again, lots more bells up here. Let's see what we have. So, checked all the index check for us automatically, checked all the relevancy for us, but look, it just found more keywords. So we actually have 2 sets. So if I jump in here, we're gonna have even more. Okay, so now, look how powerful this is. So it just found a ton more keywords, right? 533 match our previous decisions, right? So there's 533 phrases which seller tools will not bug us about, which we won't have to go through line by line because it matches our previous decisions. Okay, 32 of them also match our previous decisions, but it's ones that we do not like. Okay, and then of course we have the 109 which are that are already in the product. Okay, so we just cut down on 533 decisions we won't have to make. So how many do we have to make? We have to make 183. Okay, let's just say for a moment, I don't like any of these keywords. I'm gonna move it over to the right, and I'm gonna archive every single one of these. Let's just say I don't like walkie-talkie for kids, firefighter, law enforcement walkie-talkie holder, etc., etc. Okay, let's just say I don't like any of those. I'm gonna hit finish, and it's gonna add all those keywords. So all the decisions were made, and we're gonna do 2 things here. One is a ton more keywords are gonna be archived because we moved a bunch to the right, and any of those rule sets that matches are going to be archived, and then all the other ones that were already approved will be added to our list. So now we're up to 1,216. Okay, and then Seller Tools is going to again go get us more keywords and again get us more keywords until we have no more keyword suggestions to go. So right now we have 7 alerts. Let's just clear them all, and what's going to happen is a few more minutes. Seller Tools, again, the little bell will go off and says, look, I found you even more keywords. And it's going to keep bugging you until you clean up the list completely. All right. So hopefully this makes sense. It's the power of Seller Tools. It does it all for you automatically. And that's kind of how we make keyword decisions and how we save time in the future. So hopefully that makes sense. If you guys have questions, of course, jump in the group and ask. But let's jump on to the next video, which is going to be stealing keywords from your competitors.